Her roommate thinks her online boyfriend is way too controlling, so she wants to pass him off to me. She said, he's always tracking my location and even tells me what to wear. You never had a dad, so maybe you'd be into that whole overprotective older guy thing. I was about to smack her when floating text popped up in front of my eyes. Stella is so dumb. This guy is hot, rich, and has way more stamina than college boys. Just act cute and he'd hand you his whole life. Older guys are controlling, sure, but they control you by dressing you up, cooking for you, buying you houses, getting you into better school districts, taking you from community college to Harvard. Don't stress. Claire's just a stepping stone. Once the older guy figures out he's talking to someone else, he'll come running back to Stella. Then we get the enemies to lovers arc we've been waiting for. My raised hand slowly came down and patted my roommate's cheek instead. Thanks. I'll take really good care of this relationship. Money or no money, what I actually wanted was to get into Harvard. After getting Stella's alternate account, I changed the password right away. The second I logged in, I was hit with a wall of messages. You there? Why aren't you texting back? Skipping class again? Why does your location say you've been in the dorm all day? Pick up the phone. The last one was from 2 hours ago. I already booked a flight back to the States. You better have an explanation. I scrolled through their chat history quickly. Just like Stella said, this was an older guy who lived overseas most of the time. They barely talked. But when they did, he'd ask what Stella did that day, whether she ate, if she was keeping up with school. He kept pushing her to transfer schools, go to grad school, get a PhD. And it wasn't just lectures. He sent money too, $5,000 at a time. For a regular student, that's solid. For Stella, that wouldn't cover one handbag. Stella had tried asking him for more, but he shut it down. I looked it up. Most students don't spend over $2,000. $5,000 is plenty. And he also said, don't flash your money around at school. It just makes people jealous. Those two lines probably made Stella decide he was a cheap, preachy old dude. Lucky me. It had been 2 days since they talked. Stella hadn't replied once, which must have been driving him nuts. I typed out an apology. So sorry. I've had a fever the past 2 days, totally knocked out, and my phone broke. Less than 3 seconds later, he called. I declined and typed. My throat is wrecked. I can't talk. He went quiet, then sent a transfer. $100,000. Is it because I didn't give you enough last time? Is that why you're upset? I counted the zeros. My fingers were shaking. $100,000, just like that. Who said this guy was cheap? He's insanely generous. I didn't accept the money and typed, I don't want money. He replied, then what do you want? I stared at that line, heart pounding. I don't want to go to school anymore. The chat went dead silent. Floating text popped up. Claire's so greedy, trying to become a sugar baby the second she gets in. Too bad the male lead hates gold diggers. He's into ambitious people. Just wait. He won't reply. Older guys can't stand this type. My stomach dropped. I quickly added, I want to drop out and retake the SAT. Can you help me? I stared at the screen, palms sweating. 1 minute, 2 minutes. Right when I thought he'd figured me out and was about to ghost me, a new message popped up. Okay. The next day, I got a call. The guy said he was Mr. Quinn's assistant and asked me to bring my ID to a cafe near campus to discuss the SAT retake. Stella had never shared her real identity with the older guy, so I was nervous going in. But Assistant Lewis didn't bat an eye after checking my documents. He just asked if I had a target school. I want to go to Harvard. He looked surprised. The floating text went wild. Claire, do you even understand what Harvard is? You think you can just drop out and waltz in? Does she think the older guy can buy her a Harvard acceptance letter? You're community college material. Stay in your lane. I knew it sounded crazy. I ended up at community college because I got a fever and bombed one whole section of the SAT. After my scores came out, I thought about retaking it, but my parents said no.